them come. This is their fate.
The next thing I wanted to talk about was Halo Infinite, the co-op. Uh, the I mean, is this a little too late or is this right on time? I ain't play it because I was like, I'm not gonna play this alone, and I might beat it with you, Josh, if we got time to like sit down and actually play it. But I just did not find it interesting enough to kind of go through it on my own. But I did want to see where they took the story. Is the co-op too a little too late, or is it right on time? What you think,
Um,
Josh?
I don't know because I feel like people like the first thing you're gonna do with these type of games is play the story, and
Mm-hmm.
Infinite has just been too slow with all of their content.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know what took so. I mean, obviously it's hard work, but I don't know what took them so long for this specifically. I would say it's too late for most people because they already played through the story.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's fun, it's fun, and it's just overall make the package more attractive long term. But this should have been available at launch because like this is what you were offering at launch, which is the story, and people expect co-op in Halo because it's always been available.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'll play through it again. I don't mind. Like I enjoy playing it. I haven't looked at all of the updates about the co-op, but I don't know. I feel like if they can just make the co-op fun and make going through the story fun with more than one person, it'd be good. But
Do you think they need to add different elements at the launch of the co-op to make it more interesting to return?
yeah, I saw some stuff about them updating some rewards or something.
Mm-hmm.
I had to look into it, but yeah, I did everything in the story uh except for like tiny few things like kill 1,000 people or something like that. But like I did everything in the story, so I have a reason to go back, and if co-op offers something new for me to go back, I'll jump into it. But
Gotcha.
uh you'll see.
All right. Well, yeah. I think I don't know why that wasn't like the first thought because I don't. It seemed like Halo doesn't understand its core elements in some aspects. It's like no, the multiplayer wasn't the reason why people were having so much fun. It was like just like a transitional phase. Like people played the campaign together, enjoyed playing the campaign together, and they transitioned into multiplayer, and they kind of enjoyed that too. Halo Infinite, it doesn't feel like a complete package for most because they do is entertain the multiplayer, where they don't play that Infinite side because it's simply um like even if I was able to play that with you day one, I'd probably be more interested in finishing it. You know what I'm saying? Like right now,
Mhm.
I just don't have an incentive to play it, so it kind of makes it feel as if it's like it didn't exist to me, and it kind of makes the game feel less of a full fledged package than what it should have. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the lack of just not knowing or wanting to play a Halo Infinite campaign anymore. But I always thought they had big moments. When you kind of told me about the lack of big moments, I kind of felt like, well, that's a slight. I think these big, huge situations that occur should be fun. Fighting the bosses seems to be interesting, so that'd be interesting to kind of get to and kind of have that fun with that. But the in and out of an open world game is just so off my radar at this point that it makes it not make me not want to engage it. But obviously, Halo Infinite uh, decided to go that route, so we want to see truly what they do with this route. I mean, if you're gonna make an open world game, it's time to incorporate new things, bring new elements in, and really flesh it out. So um, I
Yeah, and
understand,
with it not being multiplayer at launch, I think that hurt the open world because like that's kind of the
hmm
benefit of playing like Far Cry and stuff like that. Like you can play it alone, or if you want, you can play with other people, and that makes
yeah,
it more fun.
yeah, yeah. Even if you're going around doing task rabbit stuff, you're talking, you're having engaging conversations versus just sitting around there doing it on your own. Even if it is, boring tasks. Those tasks can turn into fun simply because you're having to and if you have a really good balance of like difficulty and like spiking the difficulty and stuff, that could be an engaging time. So it's just, planning that stuff out, really, it could have helped. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got on Halo. I don't know if I think I hopefully that's enough to get me back in, but we'll see. Jalen, you got anything on Halo? Well, outside of
Uh,
the complaints, like anything on the co-op? I know you got some stuff on Halo, but on the
uh,
co-op in particular.
nah, I was just correct me if I'm wrong. The campaign, the multiplayer came out, then they released the campaign, right?
No, the campaign came out.
Well, the beta for the multiplayer was a couple
Yeah,
weeks before the campaign, and then yeah, the game officially launched when the campaign came out.
yeah, because the multiplayer was accessible and you can like carry over your stuff. So that's why I'm thinking of it that way. Multiplayer came out, they was able to do that, and then you carried over, and then the campaign launched on that day, where you can jump into it, and then when you jumped into the campaign, you were met with the open world and everything.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. As far as the co-op, I feel like it's kind of late. I mean, we talking about like more than the game came out in November, right?
Yes, of
Yeah,
last
more
year.
than 6 months. It's
It'd be different if they, they want to keep the game alive and stuff like that, and they release other things. I think y'all been saying they have these sorts of events and stuff going on, but I think bringing out the co-op campaign, like unless you guys said like it got better like selling points and stuff like that, like you can play the game in this mode or this. I ain't touched the campaign, so I can't speak on it too much. But unless it
Mm-hmm.
has something different, some sort of like variation and stuff, or selling points like rewards for playing co-op, then I feel like it didn't make sense for them to release it at a different time. I mean, a lot of people play Halo in co-op. Like, I mean, that's what I remember doing when I was younger and stuff like that. Or even the last full Halo game I played was like Halo 4 and stuff like that. Like, co-op campaign was cool. Like, it's fun. Like, all right, let's go play that. But the fact that they released that so late and didn't have access to it, it's just kind of like, I mean,
Defeats the purpose.
it defeats the purpose. I mean, because like I don't really know people, or at least my crowd. I ain't never know people to be like, yeah, I'm finna go play Halo campaign by myself or something like that. Usually, people want to play it with friends and stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it was always better. And then they made it like you get different characters and stuff too. It wasn't like you just walk around with the same character or something like that. Like in Reach, you had your customized character. You can go show your boys like, look what I got. Like this me. And and it felt some sort of like unity because like you had that same character in multiplayer and you had him in the campaign and stuff like that. And then like Halo 3, you play with like Thou Veteran, like the Arbiter.
the Arbiter and his boys.
My bad, I had put my earphone out. But you play with like different characters and stuff like that. So like it made it feel like a more full experience and stuff like that. At least playing with one other person versus, but I don't know. That's just my take on it. They should have did that a little bit sooner. I thought that was a little weird when y'all said that because I think I asked y'all about like I remember y'all saying something about the campaign before, and I'm like, well, I ain't never on the game. They probably ran through that campaign or was like looking to play it. I remember y'all mentioned something about playing Halo, and then I remember asking y'all, it was like, nah, the co-op ain't here yet. Like they ain't releasing. I just thought that was stupid, but I mean, I guess to each his own.
Hmm.
Yeah, and somebody made it in the comments, made a pretty good thing. It says, I think Halo would have got a worse reception if Call of Duty Vanguard in 2042 wasn't such a bust. Like, do you think they won by default, or do they think they had some good elements, key elements in there that kind of helped, you know, pull them up, or was it like yeah, your competition sucked, so you win by default?
I
I guess.
mean, yeah, they kind of did win me by default, but I feel like it was a really good like multiplayer release. It had a good launch, like it
Mm-hmm.
worked. It was fun and things like that. Even though content was limited, like the launch period was good. It's just that because their other competition didn't really show up, they didn't have to like do anything else for the next 6 months, and like
Hmm.
now it's starting to show, like, oh well, if your competition actually was showing up, they would have outshined you over time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's interesting to see because of like they don't even have a big competition right now. Like they're gonna get it's gonna get crazy when Call of Duty 2 come out, and they ain't got no
Hmm.
answer for that. That's why they bought them, I suppose. That makes sense. I buy the competition, um, as in Microsoft bought Activision. But interesting to see.